Gotta break down all this bullshit. Gotta break down all this bullshit. Whoa, gotta break down all this bullshit. Gotta break down all this bullshit. Whoa.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bullshit Breakdown. I'm your host, Nick Nubz, and joining me today is NewBreed and Papa J. Boys, introduce yourselves.
Hey, it's your boy Glenn, aka NewBreed. Follow me at NewBreed on Twitter and Instagram. By the way, y'all must have heard me say it before because I am nearly at 1,000 followers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like 4 or 5 followers away, man.
Goals! Let this man reach his goals.
There it is, yo. There it is. Persistence is key. So in every episode, we ask a question, and today's question is, who is the best in the game? And that has a lot of different compartments to it, so let's get to it.
Break it down.
We all have different lists and different ideas and stuff like that, so the floor is yours, Glenn.
All right, so we answering who's best in the game?
Well, we're breaking down the categories, of course. So I guess we'll start with the category. You guys said you were building your list?
I freestyle my list.
You freestyle?
Yeah, I do the same.
Yeah,
so,
man. I always like to think of my rap list off of what I consistently listen to. So whenever we do these lists about rappers, I'm going through what I listen to and stuff I have listened
It's
to.
opinionated.
Which is, basically what I was hoping for, because what I did on my end was just a little bit of research as to who sold more records and all that sort of stuff.
That's what I mean. I wasn't sure if this was the politically correct answers, because obviously that would be like who's the best in the game? Would that be like Kendrick? But that's like the easy answer.
Well, no, I mean, we also could talk about who was the best in the game. We could talk about the late great legends. We cover everything here on Bullshit Breakdown, and I mean, probably after this episode, we're going to be diving into other topics anyway. So yeah, why not? Let's talk about the ones that have that have gone and left us a little too soon. Shout out to the Biggies. Shout out to the Pacs.
Yeah.
Shout out
Craig Mack just passed away.
Yeah,
Craig Mack just passed away.
Craig Mack. Yeah,
man,
a lot of the dope artists are still walking around. Jay-Z's walking around. Nas is walking around.
OGs of the game.
Eminem's still breathing.
That's true.
Are you sure?
Oh, was that shade?
Right?
No.
Okay, so jumping off, there's a lot of different categories to talk about. The first category is style.
Now, when you say style, what do you mean by style? Physical style?
Well, I guess charisma, the style of rap, basically the things they choose to talk about, the things they choose to flex on versus the things they choose to just, maybe recite from memory or something.
That's an easy one for me, man. Fucking...
I had a couple different answers for this one.
All right, so what's the easy answer then, Jordan?
Dude, the easy answer, who has the most style? Charisma,
What's
who is
the
the
easy
flex
answer?
fucking monster? No brainer, Action
Bronson.
Fucking flex machine, bro.
Oh, okay. See,
all he does is stunt every day, and it could just be about bullshit.
I think okay.
No, there's no lie.
I got bigger flexors than that.
Bigger flexors than Action
man.
Bronson. I would love to hear it. Continue.
Ring the bell.
Man, Migos. That's what I put. I feel like
Damn,
Migos.
lots of flexing for
flashy
Migos.
Style and everything that comes into play when it comes to those brothers.
They do flex.
They do everything. Ice, water dripping, faucet like a faucet.
Yeah,
Can
but
you?
flex
But
all the
bragging
time.
about jewelry, I don't know. Isn't there like a big group of artists doing that?
Well, they're the top. They're at the top of doing that right now.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's why I put them.
Fucking Brossolini. Even his day-to-day talk is fucking flexing.
Yeah, literally.
Think about this. He was talking in his one show. He's like, I have slices of beef expensively seasoned, just like in your face. I'm just talking about my breakfast, man.
There's
flexing.
There is a lyric from the song Wolfpack, and this just gives you an idea. There's just one little snippet.
Okay.
This dick will make an R&B chick write a song about. That's amazing. First line.
That's crazy.
About the rain when it falls and the pain that it causes. His dick. The pain that his dick causes. And how she always waking up alone.
That's
Question mark. And now Bronson gotta call Tyrone. Fuck that. I'm trying to blow smoke towards the moon till my mind start racing like Zoom. I'm hotter than Bow Wow dropped in the summer. Girls scream and I hop into the Hummer.
It's always popping at the IHOP.
Every single thing you see this man on, he is speaking like that in these weird flex riddles, and it's fucking hilarious. If we're talking style, you really can't ignore Kendrick Lamar. You also can't ignore how congested I sound. I can only imagine how this actually sounds.
Nick Nubz. Thank you. Welcome to Bullshit.
I make rap songs. I'm not feeling the hottest, but the grind continues nonetheless. Right. We were doing shit all day, and probably just like sleep deprived. I feel okay. I just feel like I'm definitely
bro.
My nose like clocked out hours ago.
This is the first time I slept like 8 hours in like a week and a half, and I was like, oh man, that was tiring. I should go do some more.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I got work in the morning, but anyway. Who's like who wears the nicest shit in hip hop?
I mean,
Jadena.
Yeah, he does wear some really nice.
Jadena's
I'm a classic man.
Suits and shit. Every single video,
like
different
that.
fucking
I
suits
like that.
every time.
I like that.
I would
Migos
say
are just more like they wear like expensive shit, but
they wear that Versace,
really
Versace.
Expensive
Drake, I feel like if we're in the conversation of who dominates hip hop style currently, it's like Migos and Drake. Like they pretty much determine what other people are putting out. Usually, like their style is such a high influence, people just copy. But like
copy.
Copy. But if the sign or if the style isn't just about the typical cool shit you would be like flexing off on.
Right.
Danny Brown has a different type of style. Chance the Rapper has a different type of style. So style is kind of like a wide range words. When I say style, I guess I mean who has the best personality for hip hop.
Personality style.
You still think Action?
Still say Action.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Action is such a high contender for just straight swag. Like if the word swag is dead, Action easily personifies whatever's left.
The epitome of swagger.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I don't know. There's a lot of different styles in rap. So I mean, depending, I don't know if you're defining it from a physical appearance.
We can go category. We can say.
All right, let's go by physical. Who dressed the freshest? We know that.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, for my preference, I may have to give it to Fabulous. Go to his Instagram. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Fabulous.
Yeah, no, I do kind of know.
At my Fabulous Life, by the way, guys. So
my Fabulous Life.
Unless you haven't heard the famous rapper Fabulous.
If you just search Fabulous, by the way, it'll just give you the definition of fabulous. You got to actually write Fabulous rapper.
That's the epitome of like swag at the moment. He calls himself Young OG because he's a mix of 90s, the trend 10 years ago, last decade rather, and today. Because he literally he makes old shit look really good.
Physical style. Got to go with my boy Chris Rockwell. You know, sporting that Karma Cartel.
Oh,
a little plug-in right there.
Independent. 50 Cent has a pretty hard style. If we're talking thug style, if we're talking gangster style, and that sort of thing.
At the moment?
No.
Oh, okay.
At the
Absolutely not.
Oh, you talking about back when you was on top?
We're talking days on top because, like I said, we're covering.
Oh, G-Unit, they said some good shit. I had G-Unit shirts and my brother had G-Unit sneakers.
They were huge.
I had G-Unit bandanas.
G-Unit,
M like found 50.
No, he did. Well, he signed him. Yeah.
He signed him, but he's the one.
50 was already popping in the streets.
No, he had an independent grind.
Yeah.
And then Eminem kind of like brought him up to the level.
Let me just say,
you're now in Crack a Bottle with me and Dre.
I really wish that this man like never got shot in the face.
He used to be so nasty. I mean, he's still nasty, but it's just when you get shot in the mouth.
First of all, no one should ever be shot in the face.
Yeah, no.
Like, this dude.
Small claps to 50 Cent for taking all those bullets and coming back and talk shit. You're not a murderer. I don't believe you. That's what he said in the song right after he got shot in the face. And he didn't believe they were a murderer because he was still alive.
You didn't finish the job. You're a bitch.
That's. I don't think anyone has more. I would consider that a stylish.
That's fucking balls.
That's just the most fucking G shit you can't surpass anything more G.
G-Unit.
Yeah, literally. We're jumping into category number 2. Out of the artists that we all know about, who do you think sold the most records of like currently? Time? Yeah.
Well, Drake, obviously.
I feel like
so
it's probably him.
There's an answer.
It's probably
to
him,
this.
to be honest with you, because he's been killing it for like the last.
I feel like the answer is Drake, but I want it to be Jay-Z. And I don't even like Jay-Z.
Oh, because he said currently. I wasn't sure.
Oh.
And Drake's probably.
I meant of all time, bro.
Jay-Z's not even in that combo. Well, no, he's in the combo. Don't get me wrong. He sold a lot of records, but I don't know who sold the records of all. It's probably Eminem, though.
of all time, we're talking Eminem. I think was
rap
like,
wise, it's probably
he was like the first rapper to like break
Yeah,
a certain record with "Lose Yourself." I know that for a fact.
It might be him at this point, and he's still selling records as we speak, despite how people feel about Revival. He's still streaming the shit, and that sells records.
Oh yeah, no.
So,
well, everyone's tuning in to
unfortunately,
hear.
and I truly hate that. I hate the streaming era, but that's just me.
Nah, I mean it's rough for artists. I feel like when you're in the streaming era,
It's just like that's why when I look at the record sales, I don't. It's not really a big prize anymore. It's not a badge of honor because all you have to do is stream it and it's a sell. I just miss the old days where you actually had to get out of your house and go purchase the CD and show how much of a fan you really were.
yeah,
I like having a CD collection, man. I like having a CD collection.
Those were the days.
Don't fuck it up.
I don't care about the streaming numbers at all.
Yeah, I mean,
My car doesn't even have a fucking CD player.
Really?
Nah, man.
It's upsetting. Well, everything has like Bluetooth now. I feel.
Well, your car is probably more modern, right?
Yeah, but you know what? I hated my old car. I had a
My old
CD
car,
player and a
yeah.
cassette player.
See, I have an 03 Maxima. My car does have CD player in it. So
I had a really shitty head unit that I had to get replaced entirely, and it just like was covered in like duct tape. Like I was like trying to fix shit. Because I had this problem with the CD. Like, so okay, it was
It would
really
shoot
weird.
out and hit
It
in the
wasn't a
face.
normal CD player.
Okay.
The CD player that I had like this stick that had these two little like red, like little I don't know, like chips or something on the side, and you had to keep it in place for it to even receive a CD and just keep the radio on. Even like it was like the battery to it, and if it fell out, everything in the car in that like part obviously was off.
right.
So, yeah, I duct taped it. I was tired of it falling out. And guess what? It still fell out. At least 3 more times before I got it replaced. Oh, I was so aggravated. But if we're talking records sold, in current days, this is basically what the charts look like. Believe it or not, the Black Panther soundtrack is #1
Fuck
right now.
yeah, it is.
Oh, you
It's
talking
fucking
like
hard
okay?
shit.
You talking about as we speak?
Yeah, like current times.
I thought when I was thinking of current, I just thought you meant this current era.
No, currently right now. Like, because I also want to talk about Bobby Tarantino and that
Logic.
fucking album. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. So in the last...
Yuck.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. I don't care. Say what you will.
Or like,
Yeah. Okay. So in the last episode we did music overrated, underrated.
Right.
I mentioned how Logic was overrated because I felt like he wasn't really backing the confidence or like the swag I heard in his voice in a lot of the albums. I just felt like didn't match with his like actual lyrical ability. I just felt like he wasn't really killing it the way he felt like he was killing it. And I heard Bobby Tarantino. And I swear to you,
I realized I was a flip flop.
fucking dude, I'll be a flip flop. I don't care. The dude changed my mind because the album is literally everything that I wanted. I wanted to see why Logic was special, A, why I should give a fuck that he's flexing or whatever, and can he even pull off like real... I don't know. I just wanted to hear exactly what that sounded like out of him. And he's done projects like this in the past, like Bobby Tarantino. The first one
was
obviously.
good. Yeah, the first one was really good.
I just feel like the second one blew the first one out of the water because currently the wave is to flex. And the way that he did it, while I will admit...
He did it a few times on the first project.
I will admit, and I will never, ever deny this, that Logic's sound is eerily similar to Drake's. They kind of build verses the same way.
Really?
And their hooks kind of have the same, like, they do the same, like, mannerisms and filler, like, ad-libs and stuff. Like, you can, like, hear a lot of similarities between the two, but don't get me wrong. Logic,
Hey guys, we live in the same pocket.
yeah, they do stay in the same pocket a lot of the time, but Logic does chop it up where Drake really wouldn't.
Listen, man, I didn't fuck with it. I didn't fuck with
The whole tape?
I didn't fuck with the tape.
I haven't heard.
You didn't think
both.
any of it was just hard as
just
fuck
really
and
didn't fuck
catchy and
with it.
dope?
But you know what I did fuck with?
What'd you fuck with?
I do fuck with that Yuck Nick Nubz freestyle fuck myself remix.
Oh shit.
Which you can check out on NickNubz.com and
Yo, this man got into like a fist fight with YouTube.
No, yeah, it's some bullshit because like it's aggravating. Okay, so
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Logic didn't want to hear it.
Well, it was technically stopped by UMG. Like technically,
No, it was
because
stopped by
they
UMG.
own the so YouTube is like nah. But basically, here's what happened for those of you who don't know. So Logic dropped the tape Friday. The following Tuesday, I heard the tape. I was really into the song Yuck because I just thought that whole beat,
This man was taking a shit.
I was literally taking a shit.
I was taking a sleep on the couch. He was taking a shit in the bathroom. He comes out. I want to make a song. At 6
Literally.
in the morning.
At 6 in the morning.
What's going on?
I slept for like 2 hours. I don't even know how late we were up. And I was taking a shit. I was listening to the album, and Yuck came on, and I was just like, just the way I heard that hook come out. I heard his hook, and then I heard his verse. And his verse, I loved the feel of the song, but it reminded me that I was like, you know what? I haven't done a remix in a long time, and this is a really new track, and I fuck with this Rolly-Oly-Olix part, so I want to build a whole song simply because I like that. Yeah. I just liked that part, and was like, yeah, this would be a cool song to remix. So I noticed in the hook, he doesn't really, like, continue with the same scheme. He, like, rhymes once, and then he'll say other stuff that doesn't really rhyme, but works in the same melody or whatever. So I knew my remix was going to be, like, really different. So I only kept really 2 things from Logic's original song. I kept the first 2 lines of the hook, and generally the outline of what the melody was for the hook. But the verses are, like, night and day different than his. We're talking about different things. Like, it's just like a very different type of song. But I get that it's with the beat, and I get that remixes are under fair use, though. So if I'm releasing something and I'm not making any money from it, all I'm doing in this moment is promoting not only myself, but I'm promoting Logic and his song, because in the description I even put the link to his lyrics so people knew, like, obviously I didn't make up the hook melody or the beginning of the hook. Right. I didn't make that up. Did I stretch it a little bit? Yeah, I changed it a little bit. But, like, the rest of the song I would consider original. It's all original lyrics. It's just not to a beat that I own in any way. So that's why I would never claim any profit.
Now what you gonna do?
So,
now what you gonna do?
When YouTube flagged me and kept flagging me, I have a dispute with them right now. And I basically, I'm not going to, like, say what I said or anything, but I wrote very nicely, essentially, that I've done nothing that calls for you to flag the video and make it so people can't access it on their phone. Because I never claimed I want any sort of money. It's nonprofit. I've acknowledged more than enough. Right. Basically, yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, that's generally the gist of how Logic and Nick Nubz beef started.
NickNubz.com.
Yeah, in other words, if you want to see the video, go on NickNubz.com. You can view it on YouTube for 30 days until the dispute is over. So it can be up there for, like, at least...
Well, that's a plus.
At least 30 days. Yeah, no, pretty sick. But to get back to the charts, number 1 is Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah.
Who do you think would be number 2 as of, like, who you hear on the radio and stuff? Like, what do you think?
Maybe God's Plan by Drake.
That's a good guess.
But
that's on the radio every day.
Post Malone thing.
Again, you're very close.
The Psycho record with $. That's his latest record.
I'm going to tell you guys because I don't think you're going to guess. Tory Lanez.
Is it Tory Lanez?
Oh, that's my man. Yo, shout out to Tory, man. New album is fire, man.
Yeah, so his Memories Don't Die off there?
Highly recommend it.
Yeah, that's what's number 2. Culture by Migos, or yeah, there's Culture 2 by Migos.
Bullshit by Migos.
Okay, these are projects. Okay.
These are the rap albums of the last week that are the most popular.
Okay.
So it goes Migos.
They've been running shit for like a few weeks now or so.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not surprised. Look, everyone's biting their original sound. Well, how original is the Migos sound in your opinion?
Original?
Well,
how original do they sound?
How original is the Migos sound?
Their style was influenced from Lord Infamous and those guys from the '90s, but honestly, but Migos will get probably majority of the credit because they are the bigger stars.
Yeah, Lord Infamous, you're talking, he died in 2013.
Yeah. Lord,
Slob on my knob.
Yeah, that's classic.
Oh, that's that
classic,
track. Oh,
no, just kidding.
It's Juicy J's record. Classic Juicy J.
Oh, it's not.
Slop on my knob.
He wrote the record, I believe, when he was like 8th grade.
Like corn on the cob.
Slop. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah.
Check in with me. And
yeah, that's where they influenced it from. That's what Plain Jane and No Limit came from. The beats were influenced by Juicy.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
After Migos, it goes Post Malone, then Kendrick, and then 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
That gremlin.
Yeah, well,
6ix9ine.
Every time his last like 4 singles are like all very popular.
Tech is after him.
Planet.
Oh, that's great. Tech is independent, man. Planet's been doing great.
Planet Tech.
Really great to hear.
Hold up, guys.
He has a record of his own too.
I never thought I'd see the day where Tech 9 is sandwiched in between 6ix9ine and Lil Uzi Vert. Like he's
probably done it before, just not very long.
No,
it's crazy.
Quality of rapper.
Like the quality of rapper versus the quality of market.
Oh, okay.
Like this top 10 list is just who was popular this week. So in this week, these guys are just as popular as one another, which in a way makes me very happy.
Right.
But like damn, like really? Like,
I'm just glad he's getting some acknowledgement because that Planet album is fire, man.
Hamilton's after Lil Uzi Vert, which is hilarious because that's still killing it. That's crazy.
What, 2014? When the fuck did they come out? No, 2016.
Last week, this was published.
Bless you, bro.
Shout outs to Bless You and Nick Nubz, Lucas.
Then Lil Skies, he's next.
Hold up. No.
Yeah, that's not a good transition. G-Eazy's on the list.
Hey, shout out to G-Eazy, man. Acknowledge the man.
Acknowledge the man, G-Eazy.
Beautiful in the Damned. Fire.
Beautiful in the Damned. Yeah, very good.
Oh my God.
More Life is on there, so Drake's
Drake still? That's on that album came out like a year ago.
That's 13 though. It's not under the 10 anymore.
That's still impressive. He's been on the Billboard for like something amount of weeks in a row. It was like mad years though. That's like Drake is really running shit out here, man.
Oh, lads, ready?
What's up, bro?
I went ahead and looked up
the most sold rap album of all time.
Oh.
What album is that?
Take a guess, guys. What group? That's right. It's a group.
Oh, it's a group.
Produced it.
The number one.
If it's a
number
rap
one
album of all time. Most number one selling.
Well, if I had to take a guess based on...
As posted by Complex News.
Posted by Complex, not by Thelka?
Not by
Because I'm looking at a different article, so this is interesting now. Okay. All right. So, not
What
looking
you got,
at my
Nick?
article. What do I think is the highest selling rap album? Shit. There's so many, like, giant names.
Yeah, that sold a lot in their own right.
And it's a group, you said?
It's a rap group.
That's a
Okay. I'm just going to throw
Is
out.
it Outkast?
Outkast is definitely a good guess.
Is that a good
It's
one?
Outkast.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Outkast.
that's okay.
Oh, shit.
Because they're more like, not only rapping, but in general, they're one of the top selling groups of all time, period.
Yeah, no.
in all of music.
Yeah, you have such a good knowledge base because, like, literally, the article I read also says that Outkast.
Says Outkast as well. I just had to think about
Holy shit! Like, I'm literally looking at the answer, and you guessed it. You guessed it right.
Yeah, Outkast.
I would have guessed it too because I own Speakerbox and Love Below. I didn't know anyone who didn't own that fucking album. That's the shit that had Rosa Parks, Miss Jackson, fucking Hey Ya.
At 11.4 million sales.
Wow, that's very impressive.
That is a lot.
In the time where you had to go out and actually buy the shit.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
hey,
no
guys.
streams.
that's probably why they made so much.
yeah,
Number two?
like
Number 2 is Eminem.
The Marshall
dog.
Mathers LP.
that doesn't surprise me.
Wow, he also holds number 4.
And 3. According to this. Is your 4 Eminem show?
My 4 is the Eminem show, but my 3 is Life After Death.
Oh, by Biggie.
Oh,
Biggie.
4 on this list
Classic.
is Life After Death. And 3 is Eminem.
Classic.
5 is Hammer Don't Hurt Him.
Do we think Biggie is... well, it's kind of hard to say subjectively, but
Come on,
if we're saying
Biggie
who
better than
made
Tupac?
better music, Biggie versus Eminem.
Oh,
That's hard.
It's a rough
That's
conversation.
hard. That's hard for me.
There was a remix Eminem did with a Biggie track. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that was
Yeah,
damn it, that was Dead Wrong.
yeah, dead
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was exactly it.
Biggie.
Biggie over Eminem.
I can sit down and listen to Biggie.
Yeah,
longer
Biggie
than I
had
can
he
listen to
had
him.
and you gotta imagine if he lived
I'm
longer,
also an
man.
old head, so
Yeah, man. Same
Look
with
how
Pac
much,
though.
look how
Same
much
with
work
Pac.
he put in just like 2 albums worth. Like he made such a big impact.
Yeah, no, you're not kidding though. I still think it's amazing. He was just a friendly crack dealer. I think that's amazing. He has a whole
just
legacy, and he was just a really nice. He just wasn't your traditional crack dealer.
Speaking of musical dealers,
different.
Stitches
Oh
is
god,
not even in the conversation. All right,
Stitches is
next.
not on this list, and thank God will never will be most likely.
He will be on the opposite of this list.
Yeah, if I look up
Worst of all-
worst rappers of all time, he'll probably be on there. Hold up.
Hey
Worst
man, no,
rappers
don't do that. You're gonna
of
hurt my feelings.
2000.
I know they're gonna be on there. Please don't do this.
Well,
to
we
me.
know some other names are gonna be.
I'm
on
gonna
there,
put
too,
worst
so.
rappers the last 20 years. That'll definitely.
Last 20
I'm
years.
just gonna keep scrolling through a little bit. Number 11's Dr. Dre's 2001.
The
Really?
Chronic.
Yeah,
No.
man, that Chronic.
Yeah, that's not even on the list.
2001 though. Or are you talking about the Chronic, as in his first album from '92?
No,
that's a
1990.
shocker.
Chronic
yeah.
2001.
I thought '92 would be higher. Wow.
Oh man, and we all know
Yeah. I think it's so funny. Literally, the first
Is it
4
ICP?
names. No, the first 4 names I see on the worst rappers of all time: Soulja Boy, Iggy Azalea,
Pretty valid.
Pitbull,
Oh, Pitbull's on there.
and Nick Cannon.
Wow.
And Insane Clown Posse's 6, by the way.
What source?
I told you it would pop up.
What
I
source is
scrolled
this?
down half a second. I was like, oh, there they are.
Oh, there they are,
funny.
waiting for the place
What's
in line.
What source is this?
This is something called a ranker, where they basically
Ranker.
Yeah.
They rank shit.
yeah, they rank
Makes
shit.
sense.
And they seem to be pretty proficient at it.
This is the Verb version of it.
Birdman's on the list.
Excuse me, number
Nicki
16 on the
Minaj.
most sold album.
Okay, wait.
Big Willie style. Will Smith.
All right.
Stitches on the list.
Yeah.
Number 21.
Did you say Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj is on this
That's
list.
a shocker.
As the worst rapper, though, not singer. She's a good singer. I feel like as
She's a good rapper too. When
She's got some bars, but like she's like a.
she's shown to get busy. I've heard her on some songs.
She's said in songs she's a female Wayne. That's how I feel sometimes. I'm
mean-
like, she does the same thing Wayne does, but when
I
Wayne
agree.
does it,
She's
I
a hit or
laugh.
miss. She's a hit or miss. You may get a great verse from Nicki. You may get a
That's
completely
true.
trash verse from Nicki. I agree. I agree with that.
Lil Wayne
statement.
always has at least one hidden gem per verse. It's always
Yeah, but I've heard
one-
trash lyrics from him too, though.
No, of course.
He's been
Lil
lazy.
Wayne-
Been lazy at
Little
times.
Wayne.
Lil Wayne has had some of the
And big ups
trashiest,
to Wayne,
shittiest
that
lyrics I've
his-
ever heard, but he also has gold right after those shitty ass
But-
lyrics. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I was
You know?
gonna say, and big ups to him because the Dedication 6 shit was fire.
His
bro.
new shit he dropped. Lil
No
Wayne.
shit.
Okay,
Dedication 6.
out
I
of the
love it.
rappers who have called themselves the greatest of all time,
Well, he called himself best rapper alive in the time when he was a top rapper in the game.
how do you
what
become the top
my-
rapper in the game?
He was selling the most records. Simple as that.
Sell those records, simple as that. Yep.
He
that
collabed
makes
with
It's
everybody.
Easy to, it's easy to
sense. collab
say
with
that.
everybody. Yeah, true.
He collabed with. You
It's
guys remember
easy.
Kevin Rudolph? Nobody remembers Kevin
Well, they
Rudolph.
Yeah,
well,
you remember the song "Let It Rock"?
well, Birdman signed him though. He was signed to Cash Money. Kevin
True that.
Rudolph. They all were. But no, that's why he was calling himself that.
Yo, they are roasting so many. Lil Wayne is on this list for worst rapper, but he's 37.
Because he has a lot of bars that were very trash-like, but he has a lot of bars that were very fire at the same time. I'm sure he has more fire bars than trash bars, but he has those trash bars. Like
I just think it's
he's
funny.
a toss-up. Sometimes you just never know who you're gonna get with him.
Yeah, but that's why I kind of love him because, like, in one hand, it's like, oh, okay, he's just saying like
He shows you why he's one of the
typical-
best rappers at times.
Yeah,
And
yeah, like
he is when he gets busy.
what? Do you,
Early Wayne, back that ass up.
oh shit!
That's that
early-
Juvenile.
juvenile shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's not get flagged on this one too, huh?
Hey man,
Fucking
you have 30 seconds.
Bow Wow is on this list. and
Of course he is.
why is Bow Wow like tremendously shit on?
No, Bow Wow to me is one of the most like dramatic, like craziest drops in recent history in terms of he's got a very successful career. Obviously, he sold
Yeah.
records that can't be denied. He has a classic movie in his own right too, like Mike. And then and then now recently he's been involved in certain situations that have put him in this spotlight, so to speak, for wrongful reasons. But Bow Wow. Worst rappers? I mean, he was. I would say
Right
he was
next to Lil Romeo.
he was a good rapper. He was a kid. You know, when he was at his peak. I'm not gonna really expect him to be the freaking top rapper at the age of 12 or 13 when you're in the game.
I don't even. It's hard for me to even consider him like a serious rapper, and the reason why I say that is because I literally first saw Bow Wow in like the Tyler Perry movies.
Tyler Perry.
Wow.
That's when I
you
first saw it.
really?
Wow.
Oh, that's when he's grown up though.
Yeah, literally.
Oh no, but you don't
His
remember Lil
career
Bow
was
Wow?
pretty much. I literally wasn't listening to Lil Bow Wow. I
Lil
didn't
Bow Wow
have
when he was at his
any
peak,
friends
man,
that
he had a lot of smash records back then. Wow.
What the fuck are you doing? I can hear that in the phones.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to bring it around so I could bring it closer.
I forgot I was even on live. It's crazy.
Oh damn!
The whole time I forgot I was on Instagram live. Yo, what up? What up? Hey, I see you, Zay. Hey, Sachi, my man, aka Robert John.
Hello, fans and friends.
Shout out to Rob. Shout out to
Goody.
Sound EP coming out March 30th.
Hey,
I'll plug you in, feel me, man?
show at the Saint 31st.
That's right. Show out the Saint on the 30th.
Yo, Cug Life every day.
Cug Life, you already know, man.
I think you're alright.
Let's see, am I falling? All right, back into the head spike box.
All right, so
You can not stop me, I'm on a roll.
hey, Kanye West is on this list for 59 though. So I mean, like that's
What the fuck?
pretty far in the list.
Yeah,
Are you
'cause,
kidding me?
Kanye was a good. We need to like do an episode like we need to like grade certain rappers like I think one day. Like when I say grade, like I have
A,
levels.
B,
There's
C,
like
D.
like Meek said, like free Meek. Like I said, like he says, there's levels to this shit. Like
Tiramisu?
like, like when it comes to grading certain art rappers, like if we're talking strictly lyrically, Kanye to me is like was a B rapper, a good rapper. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah, no, I like Kanye's style. Like he's a rapper who had really great style. If you're gonna talk about one of the best to ever do it,
he was a B rapper.
Kanye, he really is on that conversation.
Yeah, he was a B rapper with a grade A plus production, with A plus visuals. So I mean, overall, that creates a grade A artist.
He's so creative.
So at the end of the day, he wins. He definitely has the W.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is one of the best albums ever fucking made, in my opinion. It's just such a good album.
See, I heard
solid front to back. No doubt about it.
He's good at that, man.
You know what's funny? If you look at this list, Kid Rock is next to Migos.
I forgot Kid Rock rap.
That's pretty funny.
Bit,
yeah, Kid Rock. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kid Rock, but he's in a whole other world than
Who else has gotten inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame? Yo!
Congestion is a bitch. You ever heard of Boom Bullet?
No.
It explains why he's on this list, I guess. Sorry, Boom Bullet. If you're listening, you didn't do enough.
That's good.
Yo, but really, have you ever met a cowboy just like me?
Hey, shout out to my boy who just commented on the podcast. He said, Ye has the best discography in rap, to be honest.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, whoever you are, man, I completely agree.
He's definitely up there. Kanye, those first 4 albums were just...
Not many people have made projects like that.
Bro, I love Kanye like Kanye loves Kanye.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, but, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. My biggest regret is to not see myself perform live on stage is fucking wild. And it's like...
See, when it comes to Jay, like, here's my thing with Jay. A really good rapper. If I was grading him, I think he's a B, maybe even B plus rapper at best. And then like when I think about his like discography, like he just doesn't have. I mean, you can make an argument whether or not he has a classic. Maybe for you can make an argument for maybe The Blueprint. Some people like to bring out Reasonable Doubt, but that's real Jay fans, like his core fans may think that. Mm-hmm. But to a casual, maybe just be The Blueprint. I just don't think his discography made that they had a big impact, but not to Kanye standards. Like Kanye, he surpassed Jay to me in that regard. Like he,
their money is mad different.
No, absolutely no. Jay's is more of a businessman. Jay's like it's like at least like 500 mil to his name. I know,
there's that's even more. I'm looking at the list right now. Their net worth,
I'm sure,
crazy. Okay, ready? Hear this. So, someone like Kanye West. What would you expect their net worth to be?
Like 150, maybe even 200 mil max.
Isn't his wife's more than him?
Yeah, she is. Probably.
Why?
Absolutely. Because she had that app.
She sucked Ray J's dick.
Well, I mean,
that can't be the reason.
Well, she was born into wealth anyway, and two, she had that app where she was making like a certain amount of money like within seconds.
How did she become famous?
Well, she was born into the fame.
Into the money.
Right. Well, the Ray J.
No. I'm actually going to correct myself.
Okay.
She got famous and into Spotlight because she was best friends with Paris Hilton.
That's true. They were neighbors, right?
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then her dad, Rob. Or, not Rob. Whoever the fucking head Kardashian dude.
We know. Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner.
No. That's the second husband of Kris.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. My fault.
Husband?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Housewife. Anyways, no, he originally was O.J. Simpson's lawyer, right? Back for the trials and shit. So made a lot of money off of that and being.
That's right. No, you're right.
Yep, a lawyer and
I knew
friends
this.
with.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And then the chick, Kris Jenner, Kardashian, whatever the fuck she wants to be, married Bruce Caitlyn Jenner,
who's also a former Olympian as well. So.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just got like sidetracked. I was looking at all these different rappers like net worth and stuff, and one of the things that were trending it said was Logic reportedly splits with his wife.
Yeah, I know. I heard about that. I was gonna bring it up.
Yeah,
supposedly him and his wife have split. They parted ways, which is crazy because Logic just bought her like a brand new car. I don't know if you've seen the video.
He also just hella bragged on his fucking new tape.
Yeah, she seemed very happy over it, but that's kind of really unfortunate. They were married for 2 years. They were dating for 2 years prior to that, so that's I think that's a total of a 4-year relationship, I believe.
As much as I shit on the guy, that really sucks. And
no, it does. We
had a Bolshevik breakdown. Wish him the best.
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah, I don't know if it's true though, because they're like, well, he showed up at the Grammys with her, so it's unclear.
They were together. At the Grammys,
then wouldn't that mean that they're just keeping it up for public?
Well, I don't know. TMZ reported it. I don't know.
And you know,
well, this is
Twinsie
complex, which I mean, I agree with. Lil
complex.
Dicky. This is not complex. This is pretty fucked up. But anyway, to answer the overall, Kanye, you were really close. 145 million.
Okay, it makes sense. That makes sense. For him.
But 150 million for Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he said that.
Pharrell, 150. 50 Cent, 150. Eminem, 190 million.
I believe 50 has more than that.
Well, according to this, I mean, I don't know if they got their eyes on his wallet.
I thought 50 was
I
worth
doubt
like
it.
3. Yeah, no one knows the exact amount of money someone has, but I understand these are approximate estimates and
from
stuff.
all their businesses and
yeah,
stuff like
exactly.
that. Like Dre is worth $740 million. That's
makes sense.
A lot of money.
I expected that.
Jay-Z is worth $810 million.
All right, that makes sense too.
And coming in at number one, 820 million.
Yeah.
Diddy.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Sean Puffy Combs, Diddy, Escobar, Rodriguez.
Those are some of the biggest entrepreneurs in all of rap and in music in general. So
I guess the real question is, can there even be a best?
It's opinion. Who you feel is the best at the end of the day.
Oh, come on! I know who knows they're the best.
It's an opinion.
Who are you talking
They
about?
announce it every single time.
Who?
We the best.
Oh, DJ
DJ
The
Khaled.
best rapper. Every bar he drops.
He thinks he's the best Snapchatter.
I love Khaled, man.
Yeah, you gotta love Khaled. You gotta love him.
hilarious.
He really is a
He's
character. man.
adorable little meme.
I like him, man.
He didn't finish the Wings though, so I'm kind of iffy on him because of that.
If we got the spliffy.
He didn't finish the Wings on Hot Ones, guys.
That's your beef with DJ Khaled.
Yeah, man.
I got
That's
more
what
than
you
that.
do.
I got more than that with beef. For my first issue is okay, in very simple terms, Gunnar, can you please explain to me what it is he does?
DJ Khaled?
Because he doesn't make the beats. I thought he did.
He did.
Then I
He
found
did.
out.
Well, he used to. Well, I don't know if he does right now. I think he has a team of producers now
Okay,
at this
true or
point.
false? He has screamed "We the best" on songs he has not produced. He doesn't rap on.
No, he did. He did produce those records that
he yells on.
Yeah, which is like a whole catalog that goes back to 2005.
All right, hold on.
But
I'm gonna jump into some research. Has DJ Khaled featured on a track he didn't actually produce?
A lot.
In recent years, he has a team. I believe he has a team of producers. In recent years,
Well, that would make sense. That would totally
because he has
make
the
sense.
money and went out and to do that at this point. But when he was coming up throughout the 2000s, he was producing those records, to my knowledge.
Hey, yo, who that?
DJ Khaled has made a lot of bangers without actually doing anything. Is the name of this article.
I mean, yeah.
I'm the One featuring Justin Bieber,
Yeah, this past year.
Quavo, Chance the Rapper.
That was a hit record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hit.
Didn't fuck with it.
He had a couple hits off that other project. Then he had Wild Thoughts to follow up with it.
Okay. So for those keeping score at home, DJ Khaled used to DJ, but he doesn't do that anymore. Every once in a while, he used to produce tracks. He doesn't do that anymore either. He doesn't rap. He never has. That's a lie. He has.
No, he's rap, but yeah, of course. He did it on All I Do Is Win remix.
No, he doesn't. He just says words.
No, he also rapped on Welcome to My Hood remix.
Yeah, he had
was on
verses.
there.
Well, I mean, it was like, they weren't
They weren't good,
nothing
but
special.
he raps.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like a filler in the record. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, out of the 12 other rappers. But anyway, so he doesn't sing, act, or dance. He doesn't even grading ad-libs all over his own tracks the way he once did. I don't even know what grading is. Never heard of that.
Begrading.
Oh, grading? That's a weird word. What Khaled does is to orchestrate event rap posse cuts and generate memes. That's it. He's thriving. Khaled seems to grow more omnipresent every year, riding Snapchat hype and festival booking dominance. I would say this article is probably written by someone who thinks he's an asshole. But
It sounds like it.
yeah. But he's not lying though with he orchestrates rap events. I'm so confused as to what that is. Okay, so say
Orchestration.
I hit up a few people and get a song together. I wouldn't yell on the song "We're amazing."
He does put records together. Yeah, we all know that. He hits.
What does that mean though?
That means the artists that he has on those records, he hits them up. You know, they want to get on it, and most of them have the respect. Khaled's gotten to a point where he's gotten the respect by those peers, specifically Rick Ross and Lil Wayne, because they've been on tons of Khaled records. They have a close relationship with him, so they're on a lot of those records.
Yo, whatever happened to Fat Joe?
Fat Joe, that's where Khaled came from.
Great question. What happened to Fat Joe?
They just had. Well, that was 2016 all the way up.
Rest in peace to his twin.
Oh damn, he
Big
was
Pun.
in all the way up. I didn't even know that. I only heard mad remixes from locals.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was on all the way up.
Yeah, it's him and Remy Ma.
That was it.
In French, I'm sorry.
There's literally full threads, like full comment threads of just what does DJ Khaled do? Like nobody fucking knows. They're just confused as to how he's
Mr.
here.
Khaled, what do you do?
By the way, Fat Joe does have a single as we speak right now.
Really?
With Dre. It's called Pick It Up. Has a great Tupac sample to it. It's fire.
Check that out.
Okay, all right, wait. So here's some little more information. He's an executive producer, but unlike most EPs, he makes his own albums. He pays for the producers and the rappers, gets them in the room together, overlooks the production of the songs, and then keeps the song for himself.
So what? He networks? That's it? That's
Yeah,
what he's
it's
famous
really
for?
what-
Networking?
Well,
He's basically a movie financer.
You just read what the definition of executive producing is.
Yeah, basically.
That's exactly what executive producing is. You just
Oversee.
Yeah, you oversee the whole project as a whole. You give your insight on it, and you put
and then you take it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what an executive producer does.
That's pretty incredible because like you would think artists like Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne, Chance the Rapper, like these artists wouldn't just let him have the credit. You feel me? Like it's
he's gotten to a point in his career where he's big, and they got respect for him. Wayne has been doing verses for Khaled since Khaled's first big record, which was We Taking Over back in like 05.
Go
Which
DJ,
I guess they did, huh?
Yeah, so that relationship goes
DJ. Early Wayne.
that relationship
God, I remember
goes
that track.
that relationship goes so far back, so that doesn't surprise me. Ross is like a brother to him. Fat Joe and him came up together in New York. Or no, I'm sorry, no, Khaled's from Miami. I forgot. But they came up in Terror Squad. That story goes on, but
Love Terror Squad.
Yeah.
Love Terror Squad. They gave me a song to dance to,
Yeah.
I'm a big boy.
Terror Squad?
Lean back.
Yeah, of
Lean
course.
back.
It's a classic record right there.
Classic record. I feel like if we're talking classic records, do we think that Jay-Z's new album was a classic?
444?
I haven't heard it,
Yeah.
so
I'd
I
say-
That's right. You keep saying that.
nah.
And you
How's
still
it
haven't?
hurting?
It's been like a month and a half.
You gotta understand, man. Here's my thing.
Dude,
with-
it's been like 3 years since we talked
when
about
Jay-Z, there's certain artists, when certain people drop certain things, I don't have the urge anymore to listen to certain dudes.
Damn.
If Dre drops something, I'm not like every other fanboy that wants to ride him all the time and just wants to hop out of their seat. I just don't have the urge to really
Listen, brother.
to really do that.
Listen, I don't fuck with Jay-Z. I like 444, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, you listen to it. That's cool.
I gotta take that from my heart, bro.
I gotta hear it. I'll check it out eventually. I don't know. Who knows? It could be a couple years from now. It's funny. I did the same thing with 2014 Forest Hills Drive. That came out in 2014, obviously, and I didn't listen to that project till what 2.5 years later.
Damn.
Like it took me that.
Wow.
It literally took me that long. But and I checked it out. I was
Gnarly.
like, this is like, wow, this is really what I missed out on. This is fire. This is a great album, and I listened to it from top to bottom, and I enjoyed it.
I was thinking about like artists that maybe are not so much like slept on or whatever, but like maybe artists that I feel like are really great. They're just not. They don't really, I guess, do as much as they could or whatever.
There's quite a few of those.
But,
I can name like 5 off the top of my head.
Lupe
maybe.
Fiasco came to mind.
Didn't he retire?
He retired. He quit rap.
Yeah, he retired. Yeah.
Done.
That I wonder why. Why did he quit?
Why he thought the game was bullshit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That's exactly what it was.
Didn't we talk about this in the last one?
I thought we did. Maybe that was off of the podcast. I don't know. But Lupe Fiasco, yeah, he retired. But you know what? He can do that. You know why? Because Lupe gave us potential 2 rap classics. So the way I see it,
Yo,
He
I
won.
love Superstar.
you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
I will
Shit.
always love Superstar.
Food and Liquor and The Cool are potential rap classics. I think The Cool is a classic personally. So, I mean, that's big.
I mean, I'm just throwing this out there. I just saw this. This comes from The Guardian. Lupe Fiasco quits music after accusations of anti-Semitism. So the rapper's latest freestyle caused upset with the line about, quote, dirty Jewish execs, unquote.
Oh, come on. People have been saying that in the rap industry since... Oh, my God. Has anyone ever heard No Vaseline?
Right, exactly.
By Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
It's a freestyle. Let the
One,
man
it's a
spit.
freestyle. Two, people have been saying it, and we all know that it's pretty much organized like that.
And
they've been saying the same thing since the fucking 80s and 90s.
The line itself is artists getting robbed for their publishing by dirty Jewish execs who think that it's alms from the covenant.
This doesn't surprise me though, because the music industry is getting exposed more and more as the day goes on. Like Joe talks about it all the time, Budden particularly on his podcast. He's been anti-record label since day one.
All right.
So like, there's definitely things that go on behind the scenes that we don't know about it. And Bieber just came out recently about that.
The fucking industry is just mad because Lupe said something that's fucking true.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe I'll believe all that stuff. There's you know, you're owned in that world. I strongly believe that.
Oh, man.
So you got to be careful when you sign them contracts.
Jeez. Justin Bieber told hundreds of people at the Bible study class in Los Angeles that he has woken up to the evils of the music industry. He needs to take a break from the industry because it is controlled by the absolute worst kind of people, pedophiles.
I believe that. Yep, I believe that strongly. I believe that 100%.
That's... Like, all right, so...
To me, independent's the way to go.
He's saying that he got drugged. That's basically what I'm reading. He got drugged.
I don't know how much.
Wow, that's fucked up. It says,
if that's true.
Bieber said he was encouraged to sexually abuse a young child who had been brought to a party for sexual gratification of the industry elite.
Wow.
I didn't want to do this. I really didn't. Said the kid was drugged. It was horrible. Said explaining that it was made clear to him he would gain entry to the business side of the industry if he joined the club by passing the initiation rites. I wouldn't just be a performer, I'd be a mogul. The path that would open up for me like it did for Jay-Z.
Wow.
It's the difference between being a millionaire and being a billionaire. But Bieber told the congregation that he couldn't do it. To join the club, I'd have to do bad things to this poor kid, but then I realized it wasn't even enough for them. I'd also have to kill this little child. Bieber said he heard rumors about this type of initiation in the music industry, and he had not been confronted with it before. I got told they secretly film these parties. Once they got you on video doing something like that, they own you. Bieber said his... Oh, shit.
Go on.
That just fucked me up for a minute. Bieber said his conscience is clear because he didn't participate, but the fate of the drug child is haunting him. He said this kid was raped by a few different guys, that he was bleeding. I got out of there, but he heard he died, and that haunts me.
Wow.
Wow, yo. What the fuck? Really?
Good thing I don't want to be in the music industry.
Yeah, no, must be nice, man.
Well, I didn't know about any of that particular details.
Yeah, he canceled his world tour and everything. I mean, he's got the money to do so I guess it makes sense. But
wow, that's... Yeah. I'm like taking a second here.
Yeah, that fucked me up for sure. Whoa. I did not expect to read all that.
Yo, real quick though, you know, this is very important to me.
We have a lot to edit out anyway, so I doubt this is even going to hit an hour.
Probably to the fairer sex out there. Guys, best female rapper all time.
Of all time? You know how hard that is to do?
We about to do it.
Man, that's not even, you can't even do that. You can't. That's how hard it is. You can't even do it.
Erykah Badu.
You can give your opinion.
What did you just say?
He said Erykah Badu.
What's that?
But that's an artist. But that's so hard to do, man. You have no idea how hard that is.
She has vibes.
There's plenty of candidates.
Love. I don't know. I feel like I fucked up the music. I'm trying to think about like. There's so many different female fucking rapper in the game.
There's a lot. He said all time, bro. That's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think of like all time.
Yo, man, you got like Salt-N-Pepa. You got Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill's obviously in the conversation. Salt-N-Pepa is
Nicki, obviously. Lil' Kim. Fucking Lil' Mama. My lip gloss is cool. My lip gloss is popping.
Yeah. The Lil' Mama's very underrated.
No, Lil' Mama.
She's underrated lyrically too. She got bars.
Yeah, I mean,
because if we're talking record sales, obviously you just named quite a few of them already. You just said Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
You said Nicki, obviously.
Lauryn Hill is on that list for best selling albums of all time. She's like
the
13.
Her individual project, the Fugees, as a group.
Fugees, love the
come
Fugees.
On, man. They sold a lot.
Who's really, other than Cardi B, who do you hear on the radio that's a girl that isn't like an unknown independent artist or something that just got on the radio with like one single, like an actual artist, like full on projects and a core fan base and everybody knows who they are, other than Cardi?
No,
on the radio today.
In that same bracket? No, it's just Cardi.
It's just Cardi right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, so when you're saying like,
you're right. Nicki
who's the best to do it of all time?
In.
I'm trying to think of like who's really sustained the test of time.
Nicki was on the radio this past year, but it was just for features though.
Nicki's, I guess, sustained the test of time to some degree.
She's established.
Queen Latifah,
she's established.
Yeah,
Queen Latifah's she's legendary.
JJ Fad was also cool, but they only had one hit with like
UNITY. Yeah, it's a classic record right there, man.
I feel like if
most would say Lauryn Hill's up there though.
Lauryn Hill's.
I mean, I stand by
because she's got the record sales, she's got the overall artistry, she's got it all down.
We could probably all agree on Lauryn Hill. I think she's probably
to make that claim. She's definitely up there.
You think she's
If we're talking bars,
okay, Krayshawn.
Who the hell is that?
Krayshawn.
Oh, you talking about Gucci?
Yeah,
Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada.
Basic bitches.
Miss One Hit Wonder.
I don't even bother.
Miss One Hit Wonder.
Miss One Hit Wonder.
Hey man, she had a record that she released.
Alicia Carl.
But
Alicia.
She had a record she released with 2 Chainz.
Did you mean Alessia Carl?
Alicia Carl or whatever.
That's one of my favorite artists, man. I love Alessia. Man.
No, she's fire.
That's low key.
Her tape.
That's
is fire.
low key bae.
She's the one who does the "I'll be over here." That's her.
That was her first record. Her first hit.
Yeah, well that whole album though. Have you heard that whole album?
Here. Oh, that's
album's so good. The acoustic version of that is really, really good too.
For Pink Walls EP, and then the album. Yeah. See, I was bumping her for a while, so big fan of hers.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just thinking these days who I hear. It really is only like it's either Nicki, Cardi, or Iggy could definitely make another pop single. I just
she has a song As We Speak, but clearly it doesn't have the impact that I thought it would have.
Oh, really?
It has Quavo in it, and honestly, when Quavo touches a record, it's bound to do something.
Yeah,
and clearly that hasn't worked for Iggy so far because I haven't heard.
That's how you know. It's because she got memed the fuck up. I think when you get memed up, that's a really hard thing to bounce back from.
No one takes it seriously.
It's a make or breaker.
I don't think forever. If you can like kind of do what Eminem does and like play the media and the public, like
so I'm saying
that's her problem. That's her problem. She responds too much to the bull.
Yeah, you can't.
That's the problem. T.I. made that clear because she was signed to him, and that's her problem. She always has something to say, and she doesn't know how to take critiquing and stuff like that. She responds in a very negative way. That's what's gotten her to her downfall.
She gets into Twitter fights way too much.
Yeah, exactly. Like so over some petty stuff. Like so.
Yeah, no,
yo, girl, your cake real.
Like you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Like come on, like this is petty stuff, and that's why she's at this downfall part of her career. So
tried to freestyle and sway. Oh my god, people roasted that girl.
Nah, Nick.
Yeah, but she was on the mic and she was like, bah, 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 bah. What was she doing? Why was she doing that?
I don't know, man.
I looked it up, and there are actual lyrics being said there.
Oh, someone's just fucking with you?
Yeah, no,
it's how she performed it.
It's how she did it.
The song, the song has lyrics in it. It's just she just as a performance on a performance standpoint, she just couldn't do it.
It's like I peep in the trap and all that, and it's like
Yeah, it blew my mind when I heard talking like it. She didn't have like the street voice I expected to hear because I heard her rapping.
She raps like it.
Yeah, but then you hear her talk and she's got an accent. And you're like, wait.
What?
Yeah,
it just totally fucked me up. It's like when you see an actor or an actress like in a movie and you're like, oh yeah, they're definitely American, and then you get like
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Aussie.
Margot Robbie.
Oh my god!
I was blindsided, bro. I was like, "What? She has an accent? Great actress."
Oh, great actress, great woman.
Shout out to Margot Robbie. You're very attractive.
Margot Robbie, if you ever hear this, please come sit on our show.
It's got to be rough being that attractive. Everyone thinks you're hot. Like, how do you live life normally when every dude you run in contact with is just like on some ulterior motive type shit? Like,
they're trying to slip you the beef stick.
Oh my god, slip you the beef stick. That's a hell of a way of saying it.
Trying to churn your butter.
We're getting derailed a little bit. We're gonna jump back on the topic. If you guys are tuned in, you're like, man, these guys are missing out on mad names. Comment them, please.
Fight us.
We can do 3-on-1, like those pornos that you pretend you don't watch.
Yeah, man. You cannot stop me. I'm on a roll.
Yo, man. Best in the game style. Action Bronson. Hit writing ability. Drake.
Drake has the best hit writing ability, no doubt in my mind. That guy can say literally anything and it can be a fucking hit. It's amazing to me.
Charisma, I gotta split it down the middle between Action because he says some crazy ass shit.
Of course.
But also with Kendrick because he says that real ass shit.
Kendrick stunts in a way that's just...
He stunts, but he also expands your mind. He tells you some of the real shit that you don't really want to think about.
Or the stuff you have no idea what's happening.
Records sold. We already covered who actually has a record sold.
Yeah.
And records released. Collaborations. I think... Who do you guys think has collaborated the most?
The most collaborations?
Yeah, most collabs. I feel like... I know, like...
Pitbull.
Pitbull, fucking
Pitbull.
Quesadilla, a.k.a. Quavo. Lil Wayne, Drake.
In recent memory? Nicki's been on a lot, too, for her run.
True that.
Chains has been coming up. He's been popping up.
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah. Still fucking love to.
Drake in his own right, he's been on a lot of collabs, too. Chris Brown, I would say.
Chris Brown's definitely been popping up.
He's been on a lot of collabs, but that's over like a 13-year career.
That little Dicky shit that just dropped with Chris Brown.
Yeah, I loved it.
Right now, today, who you guys bumping? Who's your number one today?
My number one?
At this moment?
At a current
rapper? Currently. What the fuck are you... Yo, guys, what's bumping through your stereo?
I mean, I slap a lot of Dave East. I don't know if you guys should check him out. I don't know if you guys know Dave East, so... I slap a lot of Dave East. He's definitely an up-and-coming rapper. Who else? Nipsey Hussle's another one. Nipsey Hussle. I slap a lot of Nipsey in my car.
Wow.
Nipsey's new album, Victory Lap, is fire. Kendrick's on that as well.
What are you, Nick?
So,
I'm jamming Chance. I'm jamming Logic's Bobby Tarantino, too.
I definitely will.
I was jamming hard as fuck to that tape. There's so many good tracks off of it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I love the first one. I used to slap the first one a lot.
I mean, if we're going for like what he was aiming for, not like the best songs ever written, just as like the target he was aiming for, he fucking hit dead on, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm also bumping. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm also bumping Subway Gods.
Yeah, Too Many Zoos.
Yeah, Too Many Zoos.
So,
if I get a recommendation, I download their whole project.
Oh, okay.
One track. If you could be like, oh, this track's fire, I'll download the whole album and I'll listen to the whole thing.
Oh, true.
I was listening to Joyner Lucas's album.
Oh, yeah, it was great. I love that one.
Yeah, oh, so good. Ultrasound is such a fire track. It's like opens the album. Chris Rockwell's new album, 10 Years in the Breaking. I was listening to that.
No more traffic on the Verrazano.
I made you a mixtape.
Oh, he went hard. Chris Rockwell's a man who really does live performance hard.
Yeah,
he puts his heart and soul
I've seen the
it.
videos, yeah.
Shout out. Really Front row, me and my boy Nick right there supporting the homie.
Hell yeah. It was a great show. House of Independence is a great venue. Shout out to House of Independence.
All you do is
Futuristic. Yeah, we gotta talk Futuristic.
You're really about that life. You're really about that life.
Futuristic is fire too. That's another artist that y'all should check it out.
Blessings is fire, man. That new album is fire. Blessings.
Rolling into what I'm bumping in my car.
Yeah,
I am bumping Futuristic.
Fire.
I'm sorry, I didn't even say Tech. I slapped Tech a lot too, but you said but you said current artist. That's why.
No. Just today you rolled up over here.
Yeah, Planet is in rotation. Trust me.
Same, brother. Same.
Yeah. Planet is fire, man.
I'm bumping that old school ICP. Some Riddle Box is playing. Been listening to Tech 9, of course. Action Bronson always going through.
A lot of people think you have to be fucked up to make hits. You think that's true?
No, it helps, but no.
I think it definitely helps widen the horizons. So, to wrap this shit up.
No pun intended.
Welcome back to the Lazy Cast where we take a nap.
Yeah, this may be the most chill episode yet. No
drugs were involved in this too.
No, I'm just tired as absolute fuck. Got a lot done.
Once again, it's a late one. It is. It's 2 a.m.
It is 2 a.m. I have work at 11. But that being said, I think we can wrap it up with whoever the best is to you.
Tell us.
No one can ever tell you. Yeah. No, absolutely tell us. But no one can ever tell you that's not the case. You know, it's all subjective at the end of the day. If you're like, I just think ICP is the greatest group to ever walk the face of the earth. I can't say anything here to dispute you or anything like that.
I can, though.
Yeah, no, Jordan will. Jordan will. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's all subjective. So really, you take what you want from this, and obviously, this episode is really for everybody to involve themselves. If you also feel like, you know, again, artists we miss, artists we've not even mentioned ever. If you followed a couple of the different episodes and you notice that we mentioned similar people, maybe you're feeling like we're missing out on a market that exists. But personally, I mean, I try to keep my eyes open. Like, we look at charts all the time, even on the show, and so far it's like because it's generally the same, like 12 dudes just making records. Like, it's not a lot.
We love being woke. Wake us up. Give us some more.
Yeah, no more.
Feed me art.
More the merrier. The more art, the better, for sure. You know, Earth without art is just eh.
Shout out to the Slut Club.
Shout out to Slut Club. Yeah, I was gonna say that before, actually, Tessa. All right, yeah, I think this is good. So we'll
let's go home.
Yeah, let's. You guys have a great night, morning, whatever the case is when you hear this, and all you have to know is be yourself, love what you love, and for the love of God, visit NickNubz.com.
And keep it gangsta, bitch!
Can you give us a burr?
Gotta break down all this bullshit. Gotta break down all this bullshit. Whoa, gotta break down all this bullshit. Gotta break down all this bullshit. Whoa.